Good afternoon, everyone. In today's video, we'll really focus in on one chart, and that's the chart of the S&P 500. We've been monitoring this chart for quite some time. We detailed the longer-term downtrending channel that we have, along with the shorter-term uptrending channel that we have. Now, with day one of the Jackson Hole Symposium behind us, we can see so far that this uptrending channel is still being respected. Price gapped down on Monday. We then hovered near that downtrending channel, and today's candle really closed above Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's activity. So a lot of bullishness in today's candle. However, if I zoom into a 1-minute time frame chart, you can see much of that bullishness really came in the final hour of the day. Take a look to see what happens after 12 p.m. Pacific, that's the final hour. That's when buyers really come in, bringing price action up above the day's high leading up to that point and closing well above it at 419.56. So now for tomorrow's activity with PCE numbers, with Powell speaking, along with day two of the Jackson Hole Symposium, the very likely bullish target that is screaming to be filled is this gap fill right here, which is near that 420 mark, really 420, 421. So if we do fill that gap, we start to face a little bit of resistance. That takes us really to the upper end of this downtrending channel, which to me seems like a very nice place to start to build up those short positions, either in the form of straight puts, butterflies with downward targets, or even something simple like a put debit spread in which you're able to mitigate the risk just a little bit. Now, this idea is proven wrong if, say, tomorrow, with all the volatility events we have planned, we close even above and outside of this longer-term downtrending channel. That to me would suggest that this bullish candle today is really expecting more follow-through than I think we're giving it credit for, and that's where I would call this idea a bust and really be looking more for this top end of the channel to serve as the next place to be looking to play this overall longer-term downtrend. So again, key takeaways from today's activity. While we were bullish, that bullishness really came in the final hour of the market. So it's not as though we were trending up for the entire day. It was really the final hour in which bulls took over, which is why I'm expecting that exhaustion to come in tomorrow, really near that 420 to let's call it 423 mark, which should really be this zone right here. So hopefully this short video helps for those of you following along with this both longer term downtrend along with the shorter term uptrending channels to try and get an idea of updates with today's volatility. One more point to hammer down, the market pulse did turn green today. If I zoom in, you can see that right here, along with a stage of acceleration on the top left panel, which is one more reason why we would be looking for more bullish activity compared to the bearish scenario that I just laid out. So both sides of the coin here. However, I'm still very much leaning more towards the bearish side, looking for this gap fill, exhaustion near this zone, and then for price action to start to sell off. In terms of our weaker sectors here, there's really one sector that stands out, and that's XLC. That's the one sector that's not having a green label on the daily time frame chart. Outside of that, we have XLV as well, but if we look at XLV here, XLV, we had a green market pulse. We really pulled back to the market pulse. We had strong bullish activity today, and we're looking for a continuation of that trend. So XLV still looks a little bit stronger compared to XLC, which is well below the market pulse line. Market pulse is almost resistance here, where if you are looking for a specific sector in which to try and get short certain stocks or specific symbols, XLC would be the sector that I would be looking at first for those opportunities. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful close to this week, and we'll see you in the next update.